High blood pressure frustration and visually outstanding hand-drawing animations are the pairing of a delicious course ahead in Cuphead's first ever DLC. Everything is on the table for this installment in the siblings' newest adventure. Is the half a dozen boss fights worth the price to draw you back into this 5-year-old game? That's what I'm here to discuss in my review for Cuphead and the delicious last course. The brothers' journey begins by traveling to Inqua Isle 4 as they reach Miss Chalice, looking to return back from the astral planes with the help of Chef Saltbaker. The chef tasks you to search among the new land for unique ingredients being held by each of the bosses. Before you engage in your first brawl, you are given a new charm to equip Miss Chalice. The addition of the new cup alters how you originally tackle each encounter, giving replayability to the older islands and a fresh new take on this one. Miss Chalice is the ultimate character as she is skilled with a double jump, dodge roll, dash parry, and extra hit point as she is the superior glass compared to the original duo. Porkrind's Emporium is present with a slew of new charms and shots. The shop carries 3 new potions with 2 of the highlights being the Crack Shot and the Converge. The Crack Shot auto-targets the closest enemy, with the EX version shooting out a parryable projectile that fires on its own. The Converge covers nearly the full screen with piercing 3-way shots. You'll still be spending coins at his shop, but they aren't collected through the run and gun levels like in the base game. Instead, you'll be gathering them from the challenges hosted at the King's Elite. When the team was developing the initial game, they intended it to only have the boss battles. The run and gun levels were an afterthought and added an extra layer to the gameplay style. They are now absent from this island, allowing the studio to push all their efforts into each boss battle. Where the main course of the game takes place is with each detailed and captivated boss fight. Even though there are only 6 main bosses to defeat, they have the most detailed and unique phases in the entire game. Phases from these monsters even lead to some of the game's most grotesque scenarios. The Howling Aces is an air battle and one that sticks out among the others. In this one, you'll be teetering left and right on the wings of the plane as you fight the aircrafts around you by dodging oncoming tennis balls, fire hydrants, and dog bolts in the final phase while the screen rotates in different directions. You'll want to make sure you're playing with high volume or headphones on, as Christopher Madigan returns with 30 tracks spreading each escapade. The theme for Inqua Isle 4 leads with acoustic guitar, pushing you along the open area, helping you decide which blunder to jump into first, while Bootlegger Boogie speeds up the Moonshine Mom's intention of knocking you out within their cavern. Runtime for the game will depend on your prior experience with the previous islands. My first run through took me about 2 hours to defeat all the bosses. This time was eventually chopped down to 30 minutes on my 3rd run. It's all about learning each foe's attack patterns while not becoming visually overwhelmed by the modernized rubber hose animation. After your first playthrough, each encounter has an option to be completed on expert mode, which only amplifies attacks of each character, increasing the challenge. Studio MDHR went above and beyond with this inclusion in the Cuphead adventure. Challenging yourself with 6 main bosses, the price alone is about 1/3 the cost in the main game, coming out to $7.99. Even though the task ahead builds up high salt levels in a short amount of time, the replayability and the curated illustrations from the new serving strive above and beyond the typical expansion found in any other game. This is without a doubt a phenomenal treat as a DLC and should be played by all Cuphead fans.